Hi everyone. Our subject today is about apostasy. Yes, apostasy. Apostasy is generally not a self-definition. Few former believers call themselves apostates due to the term's negative connotation. Many religious groups and some states punish apostates. This may be the official policy of a particular religious group, or it may simply be the voluntary action of its members. Such punishments may include shunning, excommunication, verbal abuse, physical violence, or even execution. Now, the Abrahamic religions considered apostasy as a switch, a revolt or departure and conversion due to misguidance. Conversion to other religions due to misguidance and misbelief and even betrayal of God. Each religion in conformity with its concept and philosophy. And the person apostate was addressed as transgressor of Israel, or simply and literally denier and heretic. More precisely, kafir, kafir in Arabic, kafir in Hebrew. In Judaism, during the Spanish Inquisition, a systematic conversion of Jews to Christianity took place to avoid expulsion, as we historically know. And some descendants of those Jews became inquisitors themselves. Nowadays, there is no punishment for leaving Judaism other than stripped from Jewish characteristic worship and all other ceremonies touching marriage, divorce, and burial. The Christian understanding of apostasy is a willful falling away from or rebellion against the Christian truth. It is the rejection of Christ by a Christian. Apostasy is a state of abandonment of faith or the defection of faith, always in Christianity. It's called rebellion, turning away, even adultery. But apostasy in Christianity was considered as different from a theological standpoint from heresy. Not the same thing. Heresy is within Christendom, but apostasy is going out. But subject to the same penalty. Both were subject to the same penalty, which is death by fire. Yes, death by fire. Recognized in two types of apostasy. The first, conversion to another faith, which was considered traitorous and could bring confiscation of property and even the death penalty. The second type of apostasy was punishable by expulsion from home and imprisonment, consisting of breaking major commandments and breaking the vows of religious orders, respectively. Now we come to apostasy in Islam. It is commonly defined as the abandonment of Islam by a Muslim, in word or through deed, either by saying something or doing something to confirm apostasy. It includes not only explicit renunciation of the Islamic faith by converting to another religion or abandoning Islam altogether, but also blasphemy or heresy, including denying one pillar of Islam. Until the 19th century, the vast majority of Muslims, Sunni and Shia, jurists, held that for an adult, apostasy from Islam was a crime, as well as a sin, an act of treason punishable with the death penalty. After a waiting period to allow the apostate time to repent and return to Islam, which means not right away. They tell them, hey, repent, go back to your religion, or you will be dead, something like this. And if he returns, fine. If not, he will be punished. Exemption to this was granted to those forced to embrace Islam. Someone who claimed, oh, I was forced to enter Islam and I don't want it. Now I feel like I have to go out and blah, 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 blah. So people like this, they're not subject to any punishment. Free to go. So exemption was granted to those forced to embrace Islam or did so out of fear. Same thing. They converted to Islam, fearing that they will be killed anyway. From 1985 to 2006, only 4 individuals were officially executed by government for apostasy from Islam, that is in the Muslim world. Others, other than those 4, others suffered from other legal and vigilante punishment, like imprisonment, annulment of marriage, loss of rights of inheritance and custody of children, or loss of life from killing by insurgents or secret execution, especially in Iran, in high numbers. Now, the 3 Abrahamic religions fared more or less apostasy with the same tools of jurisprudence with minor differences, but despite practicing punishment of death on apostasy in ancient time, I have to deduce that it's only human law punishing an apostate by death is a human law, because in Quran, at least, I mean, in ancient time, maybe it was some kind of a law or any, but in Islam, in particular, in the Quran, God said in verse 256 of Surah 2, no coercion in religion. It means exactly that whoever wants to be Muslim, let him or let her be. Whoever wants to not be Muslim, let him or let her be. Meaning a person is free to adopt any religion he or she chooses. It's freedom of choice, so clear. God said as well in verse 54 of Surah 5, listen to this verse, very meaningful. O you who believe, whoever from among you turns back from his religion, okay? Whoever wants to leave Islam, that is what it means. Allah will bring a people whom He will love and they will love Him. It means Allah did not order anyone to kill that person who's going out of his religion. On the contrary, Allah said something like, Allah will find another one, will substitute this person with another person who loves Allah and that Allah loves him. It's so beautiful, so decent, so soft, so nice a way to explain or to understand what is the reaction to apostasy in Islam. Humble, and this person will be humble toward the believer, stern toward the rejectors. It's only natural, it's only normal. Striving in the way of Allah, not killing necessarily, fearing not the blame of the blamers, doesn't care what everybody or anyone said about him or her. So this is exactly what apostasy, or how apostasy is treated in Islam. Never punished by killing of any kind of killing or any capital punishment. So God never decrees such death penalty or any other for that matter, at least not in our world. So how any human law of ending the life of anyone for such a reason can be accepted today? Thank you.